Ask Me Anything by Redmond Ditas. I was a McDonald's manager for 5 years. Ask me anything. I worked at a local McDonald's for 5 years. I started working there in 2014 as a regular crew member. I was 23 years old at the time. Had no intention of staying there long, I just really needed a job. My boss kept promoting me. I went from crew member to crew trainer to shift manager in about 6 months. I had to attend classes and get certified to do food safety. I've seen a lot of things during my time there and learned a lot. I witnessed quite a bit too. I saw workplace harassment, inappropriate work relationships. I unfortunately had a few myself, workers with poor hygiene, theft, etc. If you want to know something specific, ask me. I'm an open book. Why is the ice cream machine broken so often? I knew this was going to be asked, lol. Most if not all ice cream machines at McDonald's are the same, and a lot of restaurants don't do proper preventative maintenance on it. It needs to be cleaned at least once a week. I don't think a lot of restaurants have maintenance person, and if they do, they don't know how to do a clean on that machine. What's the worst health and safety violation you've seen? Have you had middle-aged workers, and if yes, what led to them working at McDonald's? I'm not knocking them for it, but I wouldn't exactly consider someone in their 40s flipping burgers for minimum wage to be happy in their life. We failed food safety once that I remember. We had patties that weren't reaching the right temperature. We always passed when the health inspector came in, so we never had any major violations. I had quite a few middle-aged workers. Some were just looking for a part-time job, some were there so they could have money to buy drugs. It was various reasons why they chose to work at McDonald's. Is hooking up with workers easier in that type of work environment? A lot easier than I expected. With me being a manager, I got approached by women and men. I'm a male, by the way. I never hooked up with any guys, but there was a few women that I did hook up with. 2 were fellow managers. I did my masters with a former McDonald's manager. She is now a senior executive at a large company. She told me when 2 McDonald's people had a kid, they called them Mac babies, and it happened a lot. What was your breaking point, if you don't mind me asking? My general manager made a lot of empty promises. I tried to transfer stores multiple times, but she just refused to let me go to another store. I was valued, but at the same time I was held back. When the Mac Double and Mac Chicken were on the dollar menu, you could order a Mac Gangbang by name at local restaurants where I live. Do you have any comments on this? We got requests for the Mac Gangbang all the time. There was the McSurf and Turf, Quarter Pounder and Fish, as well. The Monopoly vouchers. Did you open loads, or witness employees opening loads? We were not allowed to participate in the Monopoly game at all, nor were we allowed to peel anything off, unless we bought it. What was the salary like, and what are you doing now? I was severely underpaid. I make a lot more now making car parts for GM and Ford. How much were you getting paid? I was criminally underpaid. When I left, I was making $12.50 an hour. I'm sure they make a lot more now. Did you ever have to deal with violence within the restaurant? If so, what happened? I had several employees try to get physical with each other. I had to get in between a few altercations, but no actual fighting. Mostly petty stuff, guys not wanting to get along, teenagers getting pissed at each other over nonsense. Stuff like that. Is it true that a lot goes in the waste bin after a specific amount of minutes? Fries get wasted the most. You only want to drop a lot of fries during lunch and in peak times. Other than that, you drop fresh to order. Meat gets wasted a lot too. What's one thing you advise to never order, and why? Probably the fish sandwich. For the simple fact that the oil it's cooked in is probably being contaminated constantly. You are supposed to have a dedicated fryer specifically for fish, but I had guys cook nuggets, crispy chicken, etc. in that same fryer. I had to get on my kitchen people constantly about that. Thoughts on the Super Size Me movie? What menu items are least terrible? I saw you said the fish sandwich is bad. What else would you advise avoiding? Did you eat the food often, or did seeing it make you not want it? I have seen the Super Size Me movie. That was a real eye-opener. If you want to eat somewhat healthy at McDonald's, nowadays you really can't. They used to have the salads and the wraps, but they did away with those. I would avoid the McFlurries and ice cream, for the simple fact is the ice cream machine is most likely a disgusting mess. You should know that the movie was very misleading and is completely untrustworthy, considering his health issues were likely unrelated to the food. McDonald's still isn't healthy. Is there something you could say that would never make me want to eat fast food again? Let's just say in our dry storage area we had a bug problem. Small, but it was there. Exterminators had to be called more than once. Why are you not using the management training you got to further your career? I thought about it, but management is stressful. My health isn't the best these days, so I try to stay as stress-free as possible. Has anyone ever slipped on the greasy floor and cried? Yeah, we had some slips and falls. One time I had an employee fall on their face, and we had to call an ambulance. What's the craziest thing you saw there? Did you gain weight while working there? That's a long list. I'll give you one. We had a lady come in with her kids and she wanted to order them all yogurt parfaits. We didn't have enough made up, and we were busy, so I had one of my kitchen people make some. I told them how to make it. Well, I guess one of the parfaits had a lot of strawberries in it, so in the mom's mind, that was my employee's way of flirting with the child. Absolutely ridiculous. The employee was definitely not like that. Yeah, I gained some weight, but not a lot. Maybe 20 pounds. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.